Hello everyone, my name is Ildenari, and today I'll be doing a tutorial of Kassadin, the Void Walker. He's got some pretty interesting lore to him, but I'll just skip that and go straight to the video. So, Kassadin is a really good anti-AP champion, mainly used for mid lane, just because of his high, survivability and his his Q. I have to say his Q. His Q is really the anti-AP. It doesn't take too much mana, and it silences an enemy for I think a duration of 2.5 seconds, or yeah, 2.6 seconds at max level. But it does 280 damage plus 0.7 magic. I mean plus 0.7 AP, so that's really high. And for not such a big mana cost. So that's his Q. It's going to be your main nuke probably. What you do is you level that up first at level 1, then 3, then I think it's 7, 12 or something like that. Just level it up first and poke the enemy champion as much as you can, because he won't know what to do, because if you get close enough in range and just press Q, he'll want to re-poke you, because revenge or something. But he won't be able to if he's a mage, because of the silence. His W, Netherblade, is going to be the spell you're gonna level up last if you're going for AP Kassadin, because the passive is good. In general, it gives you some mana every time you hit a minion, enemy champion, or tower. It gives you 20 mana at max level for a minion hit, and it gives you 60 mana for every champion hit. But yeah, so that's just gonna be the skill you're gonna level up last, because you won't need it as an AP. It doesn't do too much damage, and you're gonna have to get in close to hit him with it for the active, which deals extra damage. That's pretty much his W. His E is also pretty good. It's called Force Pulse, and what it does is Kassadin launches a AoE attack in front of him. He throws up some greenish plasma shit, I don't know, and he throws it around him, and it deals damage similar to the amount you deal with Null Sphere. But yeah, actually it's the same amount you deal with Null Sphere. And there we go, kill. And it slows an enemy for a duration of 3 seconds, which is really good for poking as well when you reach level 6. And it goes really good with his ultimate. His ultimate is called Rift Walk, and Kassadin teleports to a nearby location, dealing damage in an area of effect. And well, that's pretty much it. The point of it is that it has really low cooldown and it's like a flash, but now that they patched flash and nerfed it a little bit, I think it's longer than normal flash, and it's really good for survivability. And that's why most Kassadins go mid now, because they're really hard to gank when you have junglers, because you just flash out, Rift Walk out, and they just die. And there you saw what you want to do is use Rift Walk, deal some damage. It doesn't matter if you don't, but just use Rift Walk, go in close, use your Q to silence him so he can't do any damage to you, the enemy champion does, and use E to slow him and just run back, and nothing he can do about it. And he just took 300, 400 damage for nothing. His mana cost is really large with Rift Walk though, because every time you use it you get a stack, and for each stack the mana cost for Rift Walk adds 100. So on first stack it's 100 mana cost plus 100, On second it's like 100 plus 100 plus 100, so it stacks up good, and it's like really high mana cost, and that's why Kassadin is like high maintenance. But if you have a jungler and he's not greedy and gives you like a blue buff, you'll be unstoppable. So yeah, Kassadin's passive, 15% reduced magic damage, which is pretty good. But with the Netherblade's passive, I think even the Netherblade passive would be like all you need, even without the normal passive, which is also a bonus. But the ability to regain mana in a lane is really good for Kassadin, because you teleport in, deal damage, and you lost half your mana. 10 hits, you gain like mana for another Q, another 10 hits, and you know, you get all your mana back. So he's a really good laning champion. And unlike some other champions, he like LeBlanc maybe, if he doesn't get too fed, he doesn't fall off short, just because of his survivability, and because honestly you're really squishy with him, so enemy champions will want to target you first, and all you do is just flash out, and you're done. Like, nobody can catch you, and you just go back in the fight and kill the enemies, and in the meantime your team is winning everything. So yeah. Here you're gonna see like a really good escape, but I decided to go right. I don't know why, and died because of it. I should have just, you know, went left with my teammate and survived, but it doesn't really matter. And if I didn't make that poor judgment, I would have escaped like really good with like 2 kills there. One, I'm not sure, but yeah. So his main like deal is that he is really like good with survivability, and again, I'm repeating myself, but I don't know, but it's like really satisfying to like see that Q hit an enemy champion at like level 1 and deal like so much damage. I don't know, it's just like so much fun. But yeah, the cooldowns aren't even that bad for him. I think they're like 4 seconds each or something. So yeah, they're really, except of course Netherblade, but the passive you won't use that much unless you're going 80 again. Okay, so yeah, builds. What you want to get first is Doran's Ring, and then go for, this is what I do. So I buy Doran's Ring and stay in the lane until I get like 1,300 coins, and then just go back and buy the blasting wand, which gives you 40, or I think it's like 40 or 60 ability power. But whatever the case, it's like really good ability power for you. So just buy that and boots, and don't get boots like don't get like the sorcerer shoes like too early, because I mean you could, but I just don't see the point since you don't need to move that fast. I mean, yeah, the penetration would be good, but you don't need to move that fast, because you have Rift Walk, which teleports you over walls and stuff. So you don't need, in my opinion, you don't need the sorcerer shoes at like level 7 or something, 6, 7. When you usually go to buy, just get like the blasting wand and normal shoes without any like buff, and that'll give you a lot of damage. So your Q deals an enormous amount, and you can just like really negate the enemy AP champion and kill him easily. Pros and cons. Pro, definitely the silence, teleport, and slow, which is like really good AoE, and survivability. Not too hard to master actually. You think with all the, you know, skill shot teleports, I don't know what to call them, but you think with all those teleports he'd be like really hard champion to master, but actually you can master him in like 1 or 2 games and dominate with him. He's like a low maintenance champion. Go for AP runes, cooldown reduction in AP, and magic penetration. You don't really need cooldown because of the blue buff, but you know, you could get it just in case if you want like to teleport every 2 seconds or something. Bad cons about Kassadin. really high mana cost, like really high mana cost. The passive really does, you know, kind of negate the high mana cost, but still, the void, like your combo deals half, like, you know, just destroys half your mana and you're like out. But if you could just like hit the minions constantly, and if you're not getting too much outpushed, you could really kill the enemy champion easy. And what you want to do is try and let the enemy champion push you as much as you want to the tower, and just like, you know, hit those minions as much as you can at the tower, and kill, not necessarily kill them and get the last hit. If you can, that would be awesome, you know, but just get the mana back and you'll get enough money from killing enemy champions. So yeah, build, so get the blasting wand, get the shoes, then get Tear of Goddess, I think that's what it's called, for extra mana, and build the Archangel staff first. After Archangel, go for Death Cap straight. After you build the Death Cap, get the Sorcerer shoes. Then you can either go for Magic Penetration with the Void Staff, or you could go for Lich Bane, which gives you an enormous amount of damage on your melee attacks after each skill. So you choose if you want to get in close and hit them, or you want to like kill them from a distance. It doesn't really matter, both are great builds. After those, that's going to be really late game. Then you can choose, if the enemy team has a lot of mages, you can either go for Abyssal Scepter, or if you know that you want some extra HP, you can go for the Rayleigh's Crystal Scepter for the slow and like really kill everyone. And also, bad parts about him is that AD champions really dominate him. Mid lane, for instance, Sivir is his anti champion. With the shield that gives her mana, you know, she can just own you with constant attack. So that's bad about Kassadin. He doesn't have like the sustained attack damage. You bust out your combos, and then you have to go back and wait until the cooldown, and then just bust them out again. But yeah, all in all, Kassadin is really good champion, and with the new like nerfs, buffs, and all the recent changes Riot has been doing, you know, with the new game styles, he's really potent champion with his survivability, and that's what you're gonna see more and more. Like champions that can get out of trouble easy, for instance Ziggs with his W, Ahri with her ultimate. Ez is an old champion, but you're gonna see more and more of Ezreal's come out with his teleport and, you know, his high damage. But yeah, Kassadin, really good champion. If you're thinking about buying him, he is really worth it, and he doesn't even cost like 6.5k like he used to when he came out. Like I think he's even 1,300 now, which is really low for such a good champion. And you have the money to spend for him, and you like AP champions, just buy him immediately. I mean, it's like the best choice you can get right now, apart from Ziggs, which I'm gonna do a commentary of him as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. If you didn't, check out some other videos that might change your mind, and give us feedback and what do you want to see, what do you want to play, what do you want us to play. And thank you for watching. Bye.
Victory!